The City of Dublin Natural Gas provides the most cost-efficient source of energy available today. So for your home, choose the most natural resource. Safe, clean, efficient. All new subdivisions around the Dublin area have natural gas available. Start reducing your energy bills today with Dublin City Natural Gas Department. Natural gas, the smart choice. Call 277-5048 today and let us help you start saving today.
At Dublin Chevy Nissan, we're getting the St. Patty's Party started early. When you come to Dublin for our St. Patrick's Day Festival, make sure and visit Dublin Chevy Nissan. With shipments of new GMs and Nissans coming daily and a wide selection of pre-owned vehicles, don't miss the party of the year at Dublin Chevy Nissan. At Dublin Chevy Nissan, we take pride in turning our inventory. So if you see it online or on the lot, act quickly. And remember, Don sells trucks well at Dublin Chevy Nissan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Avery. I just want to say how excited I am to have the opportunity to work here at Central Georgia Primary Care. I'm just a stone's throw away from where I was previously, right next to Paul's Tire. You can call to get an appointment at that phone number, or you can come by and we'll be more than happy to get you scheduled.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad to be here at Oconee Fall Line Technical College today. I have with me Mark, Stewart, and you've had some exciting things going on lately, haven't you?
Yes, sir, we have. We're doing a lot of things here local with some local industries. There's a big industry that has approached us for us to be a regional training hub for them. We've got a lot of employers even coming from outside of our service area. Mm-hmm. And we have a big service area. We have employers coming from outside of our service areas looking for our students in the technical and industrial side of things.
That says a lot about, and I've been doing these shows here at the college for, I don't know, many, many years. It just kind of flies by, but probably the last 15 years or more. So I have seen a lot of employers, the way they come, even the job fairs we have out here, they come out ready to hire people because of the reputation that Oconee Fall Line has, don't they?
Well, you know, in some, and it's a good thing in some cases with certain industries, with certain manufacturers, our brand does kind of really precede itself. We do have a pretty good reputation out there on the streets about, you know, the quality of education, the quality of graduate that we put out there.
Okay, you're a Rick Perkins Award winner, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us how that happened.
Well, you're actually, for those, it's an instructor, and you're nominated by either another instructor, maybe another employee of the school, but typically the nomination comes from a student, and they'll write something up, and you know they'll say, hey, I like Mark because he's this, that, and that gets submitted, and out of all those people, they look at all of us, bring us all in, and we sit down, we give a prepared speech, and we sit down for an interview, and then a selection process is done, and I came out on the fortunate end of that one.
Well, Mark's being real modest, but let me read to you what some of his students said. He's a hard-working instructor who is great at teaching electrical control technology. He is an instructor who explains the work in detail so that the student will be able to demonstrate it correctly. And he listens, he helps, he keeps us entertained. And one thing that stuck out to me, the student said, there's never a dull moment. How do you achieve that?
Well, I'll say that one, and I think a lot of possibly even some K through 12 educators would kind of feel this one. Meeting new people every semester, and especially when you're meeting a lot of younger people, does tend to keep you young yourself, okay? And so, you're always kind of picking up on the things that they do. And it's one thing, a lot of instructors are saying, well, I'm having a problem with the students engaging. My question would be, well, are you engaging the student? There's more to it than just being, a smart guy at the front of the room.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it than just that. There is a bit of some showmanship that goes with it, and you need to engage a student. You want to be You want the student to know you, to trust you. If they're having a problem, you need to know, is that going to affect them coming to school? Are they going to, be able to show up on time? Or are their grades slipping? Is there a reason why? Is there, and then you say, hey, is there anything I can help you with? Can, if I can't help you, can I, help put you with the resources that possibly can? So, I try to keep it light and I try to keep it fun. I want us to all have a good time and have a good time, especially learning.
Yes.
Because that's what we're here for.
Well, you have a vested interest in these kids. You want them to succeed. And I learned years ago, I was in a classroom of fourth graders at one of the Dublin City school system schools, and it was Susie Dasher. And I watched the teacher, it was a math class, the way she was teaching, and the kids were actually learning and had no idea they were learning because she was making it fun and interesting and kept it moving, and there was never a dull moment there. And I always think about that teacher, and I still have followed this particular teacher up through the years, but that's what you find out with students, isn't it, that you are making it fun and entertaining to some degree, and they are learning along with this.
Oh, exactly. When you can do that, when you can make a learning item and combine that with something that makes them laugh or smile or interest them in an extremely deep fashion, they're going to remember that. I mean, because we're teaching them skills. I teach these kids how to be electricians. Hey, well, how long do I need to know this, son? You need to know this for the rest of your life. You need to know this. This is your career. So it's important that you get this, that you're picking this thing up. Yeah. And so a lot of times you have to do, you're like, hey, look, when it's 3 o'clock in the morning and it's freezing cold outside and you're on top of a silo trying to figure out how to wire up a motor, don't call me. I'm into bed asleep. You're going to need to remember this for that. So.
And it could be literally the difference in life and death, couldn't it?
Well, it could. I mean, what we do has an amount of inherent danger that applies to it. So you do have to be careful. You got to keep your senses and your wits about you. You cannot fear what you're working on, but you have to have a very healthy level of respect for it. Because if you fear it, then you can't work with it. I fear snakes. That's why I don't handle snakes. Yeah. But if you have a healthy respect for them, then you can deal with it.
That's right. Absolutely. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
I'm Heath Richter, and we just want to invite everybody to come on down to the Houston Clinic and check us out at our new facility. We've been in Dublin for a while now, obviously, but have a new office here, and we'd just like you to come down and see some of the new stuff we're offering. And if you need to get checked out, we'd be glad to do that for you. We've got able to do some ultrasound-guided injections now and physical therapy and just a little bit better space, so hopefully we can get you in and out of here a little bit quicker.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
Hello, my name is Tiffany Green. We're located inside of the Dublin Mall at Tafarum. We offer lash services, eyebrow waxing, and full body waxing, colonic therapy, and also yoni steams. Call us for more details at 478-274-9490. Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody. Continuing my conversation, Mark Stewart. He is an instructor here at Oconee Fall Line Technical College. Now, you're one of the finalists. You're the finalist here at Oconee Fall Line, but now you've had to prepare a speech to go to the next level in April in Atlanta, hadn't you?
That's correct. We had to take and prepare speeches. You want to give them like a little less than 5 minutes, and you give them to pretty much kind of a room full of judges. A little captive audience, so you can say might be detrimental, but you can say what you want to say.
There are consequences.
There are consequences for what
you
you say.
get free speech, but so what is your speech about?
My speech is not so much what technical and adult education is, but who technical and adult education is, because we are the faces that are around you every day. A lot of people don't realize, it never fails, and this is strange because as long as even the old heart of Georgia Tech was here, people never failed it. Well, I didn't know they taught that at the tech school. Well, we do teach that at the technical college. You know, if you're riding down the highway, that big truck that you're seeing, you know, that driver is probably a graduate of the technical and adult education system. If you're at the beauty parlor, ladies, you're getting your hair done, your nails done, that cosmetologist probably a graduate of the technical college system. The guy who's, you know, wiring up your house or out there servicing your HVAC unit, probably a graduate of the technical and adult education system. So there's a lot of faces around us that a lot of folks don't realize are the products of technical and adult education.
Yes, you're exactly right, and they are everywhere. I had a test recently in Dublin, and they asked me before they did it, the lady come in, she said, we've got a student here with Oconee Fall Line, Mr. Deal. Do you mind if they observe the test I'm about to do for you? I said, oh, bring them in. I said, I do a lot of work out there. You know, and I say that, y'all, to encourage you to always, because they have to learn somewhere, so let them observe. That's all they're doing, is observing what the trained person's doing. So those things are so important, you know, and you can be, your little part of this can be letting them come in as you are getting an ultrasound, or which that's one of our newer departments here at Oconee Fall Line.
It is.
And but let them come in, and they are, I always ask that question to nurses and all, but there are so many OFTC graduates that are, like you said, doing all these jobs. And I'm glad that truck driver next to me, if he went to Oconee Fall Line, I'm glad he did, because I know he was trained properly.
Well, and that has been a cornerstone program for us for many, many years, and it is a very high quality program. Getting back to letting folks, you know, peek in and watch, you know, in a workup in a doctor's office, for example, something like that. See, that's the skills that we teach are hands-on skills. This is not just all some fluffy theory or something like that. You know, these are hands-on skills that you can take anywhere in our great nation and do. You can go be a mechanic in Alaska if you want to be. You know, I like, you know, shows about gold mine and stuff like that. I'd love to be able to go work on one of those gold dredges and all that up there. It's kind of fascinating. But they're portable skills as well. And to do that, you know, we're teaching real things, real life stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about one of the instructors a while ago, Kevin Livingston, which is retired. I don't know if he's actually retired, but he acts like he's retired. But, you know, that knowledge that people like you and Kevin and these instructors, it's just incredible what these kids learn and what they can do with it. They may take diesel mechanic and end up driving a truck, but if the truck tears up, guess what? They can work on their own truck and ain't got to call somebody to fix it.
Well, you know, and we also, there's a technology component to what we do. We have some really, and I, pardon me for saying this, in my lab, I have a bunch of trainers, you know, and their mock-ups of different things, and, you know, they're kind of loosely referred to as Mark's toys. This is some high-tech stuff that we're using. And so it's not just, you know, the old school, some boxes mounted on some plywood or something like that. You know, we do automation, we do instrumentation, we do electronics. I mean, cyber is going to be rolling out here soon, and that is a really, really big deal in our modern environment. You know, so it's not like this isn't your granddaddy's tech school. Really, it's not even your daddy's tech school. I mean, it's current, it's very modern, and in some cases, you know, it's very impressive as well.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? These are the kind of instructors that you're going to have. We've got, and I know they're different personalities, but we've got a lot of different Mark Stewarts out here that do have that vested interest. They do care about you. They do care about what's going on in other parts of your life, because it could affect your time in the classroom, and we want you to succeed. And I know Mark and all the instructors want you to succeed. So this is what you get. What you see is what you get. And there's nothing hidden. It's all transparent. But I did a show with Antonio Bell, as you know, and one of the things he said was how much he loves to help everybody, new students that come in. And that's really the kind of environment that we have out here, isn't it?
Well, you know, as a matter of fact, in my speech, there's a reference that I made, as iron sharpens iron,
Yes.
man sharpen man. That's what we should do. As an instructor, you know, I feel that I should be giving of my time and my talents to enrich other people and to help them be successful. I don't know how successful they'll be. If they go, man, I want to be just like you. No, I want you to be better than me.
Amen.
I want you to go further and farther and do better than I've ever done. You know, I want you to hit home runs. Our students in my program, for example, a lot of those guys, they're coming out fresh out of school, making close to what I make, and in some cases past what I make now. And I mean, and this is just fresh out of tech, and I've been doing this most of my life.
Yeah. And I don't know if you realize this, but when you talk about things like that in your students, I see, I guess, a fatherly look, a proud look. I can just tell by your demeanor. You sit up a little bit, and you're proud of these students, aren't you?
I'm extremely. You know, we are, and not just me, not just myself, and not just OFTC, but the technical college system as a whole. You know, we are central figures in a lot of success stories. A lot of success stories. And we help break generational bonds of poverty. You may not have come from anything. You know, what is it? You know, the old expression, oh, his folks ain't no count. Okay, that might be your background. Come get with us and let us try to put you on a skill, a career path that you can go be successful, that you can break that bond and say, you know what, I don't want to live in this neighborhood anymore. I don't even want to live in this town anymore. We can help, you know, we can put you on that path if you give us a shot. But it is something. I'm very proud of my students that are out there being successful. And I you know, it does. It puts a big smile on my face. It motivates me. It makes me want to get up and come in the morning and do it all over again.
Yeah, well, that's why you're passionate about it. I want to take it a step further. When you're out in the community shopping, grocery store, whatever, wherever you are, and one of your former students comes up and talks to you about coming to Oconee Fall Line and what they're doing today, how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great, by the way. And a funny thing, there's one of my graduates. He doesn't work in our service area. He went through the program. He was very, very motivated, very sharp, and went to work. His dad had come through my program. His uncle had come through my program. So, you know, I like to refer to those guys as I call them legacy students. You're a legacy student because, you know what, your dad came through here, and I've had several of those over the years. And that's a great feeling when you get to see that the quality was good enough for my old man.
Right.
And it's going to be good enough for me and good enough for my child as well.
Yeah. And that means a lot. Last year, Mark, I did a series of success stories here at Oconee Fall Line, and the common denominator that I heard between the ones that I talked to these were what we call non-traditional students, I guess. They had been out of school 10, 12, 15, some 20 and 25 years, and then came back to school. But their kids watched them day in and day out go to school, study, stay up late at night. Some of them, you know, their kids saw them crying, studying, going to bed, and they woke up in the morning, mama's still studying or crying and still at it. But see, what I see in what you just told me pretty well assures us of that. But these children see mama doing it, daddy doing it, uncle doing it. So now they see the path to success because mama, daddy, uncle, grandpa, whoever has showed them that road to success. And that's what you're talking about right there.
Exactly. That's one of the things that young people have to see, that model to follow along after. Raise up a child, and you know, when he's old, he won't part from it.
That's right.
So children have to see that, and for the parents that I've seen, put that sweat equity in, you know, put the elbow grease in there and knuckle down and do it. It makes a mark on their child because their child says, you know, if they can do it, I can do it, for one thing. And it makes them say, if I have an opportunity where I don't have to work as hard as they had to, then I'm going to take it. You know, instead of having to raise a child, work a job, stay up late at night,
right.
catching classes and things. If I can just stay in school, get enrolled in dual enrollment, come, go right after high school, after I graduate, take advantage of those things. A lot of times they'll see, I might not have to work as hard.
That's right. And they have opportunities you and I didn't have, and you just hit on one of them. If they'd only had dual enrollment when we were in school many, many, many years ago, might be a few more minis, but dual enrollment is one of the best things that has come along to me in a long, long time.
Our dual enrollment programs, one, it's an investment in our future, okay?
Yes.
The world needs more smart people.
Yes.
Okay? And for every child that we can enrich through our dual enrollment programs, I'm very, very keen on that. Look, my son, I'm going to definitely put him, he's going to take dual enrollment because we do dual enrollment not only through our occupational programs, we also do it through our gen ed programs as well, and we're SACS accredited institution. That makes our credits very transferable,
Yes.
very portable, and you don't have to worry about, maybe I was on a quarter system or something like that. You don't have to worry about ending up one credit shy in a hard biology class that now having to retake the whole thing over again. So we do that, and I love the interactions that we have with the high school students. It's a very fun time. And it gives them a lot of opportunities they might not ever have.
Yep. And it don't cost them nothing. The state's paying for it.
Well, that's exactly right. If you took any state that touches the state of Georgia and you offered those kids the same thing that we offer our kids here,
Yes.
they would think that it was Christmas in July.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah, and it's the taxpayers, we pay for it, and it is a great investment in the children of today, and they are our success of our future. So it is a great program. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, have your child get with their guidance counselor at whatever school it is and find out about dual enrollment. We got to take another break. We're going to come back and wrap things up. Stay with us.
Jackson's Income Tax Service is ready to serve you. Jackson's Income Tax Service is open year-round, so don't delay. Come in today and get your taxes done and out of the way. Jackson's Income Tax Service has always stayed abreast of current and future tax laws. Email Jackson's Income Tax Service, call 272-8681, or visit us at 610 North Church Street in Dublin.
Jackson's Income Tax Service is following CDC guidelines, practicing social distancing. You may drop off, email, or mail in your information for professional tax return services.
So come to Jackson's Income Tax Service,
where experience makes the difference.
It's St. Patrick's time in Dublin, and no better time to save the green than at Lakes Alignment. Join the Leprechauns at Lakes Alignment and save on all your commercial and agricultural vehicles. No matter what you need or when you need it, our trucks are rolling 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't let your truck cost you money by being down. Let the experts at Lakes Alignment get you rolling again. Big truck alignment, industrial tire pressing, commercial truck tires and service is only a phone call away. Elk Blake and family have been serving you at the same location behind Thomas Auto Parts since 1954. On behalf of Neil Harden and the Lake family and staff, we hope you enjoy all the festivities at the 57th Annual St. Patrick's Festival. Lakes Alignment and Commercial and Agricultural Vehicle Service. Call 272-4230 and our trucks are rolling your way. Aaron Go Bra.
I'm Brian Bazemore, President and CEO of Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We would like to invite you to come by and experience a welcoming banking environment. Come by today and have a cup of coffee and let us talk with you about our many products, savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, and our many loans. You're more than just a number to us, you're family. Come by today, Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back, everybody. Continuing my conversation with Mark Stewart. He's an instructor here at Oconee Fall Line Technical College, and one of the instructors, Mark, that I've never met till today And as I mentioned to you on camera a while ago, I see the passion in your eyes and your demeanor, and even off camera. Sometimes we need to air, during the commercial break, sometimes we need to air what we're talking about during the commercial break, because we continue that same conversation just one-on-one with us. But when I get around instructors like Mark, it makes me excited knowing that our children are being educated by instructors like Mark here at Oconee Fall Line Technical College. So if you're watching us today and you're kind of stuck in a rut, or you just lost your job or don't know what to do, come out and talk to them at Oconee Fall Line Technical College. Great people. They'll help get you on the right path. So, okay, we got to wrap things up. Now, you are for Oconee Fall Line, you are the Rick Perkins winner here. Now, you went up against some pretty doggone stiff competition, didn't you?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I went, and let me say this. You have it'd be easier to find folks who aren't Rick Perkins worthy than it would to find someone who wasn't here. It's just, we have so many good quality faculty and staff members here at the college. It's a great team. It's a great place to work. But the two folks I competed against, Susan McGill, she's a biology instructor at our Sandersville campus, and Josh Bridges, who is a welding instructor down here on the South campus, and he's part of my department. So, and I can remember when he first got hired here, you know, he's got a great smile on his face, and, you know, kind of an all shucks kind of guy, and love him to death. Love Susan as well. She's bright. She and I, we do a reading bowl where we compete against middle schoolers, like where my son goes to school at, and we like to win. We don't let the kids just win.
Yeah.
So
good competition.
Great competition. Yeah, the beta kids get us every time. But it's one of those things that we have a great time, and they were very, very good instructors, quality nominees, and I'm proud to just know them and work with them.
Yeah. And don't you think it makes us all better? It's like I was telling my grandson the other day, he plays on the golf team, wanted me to play golf the other Sunday afternoon. He needed some pointers before he tried out. But I was telling him, when I play golf with people not as good as me, my game suffers. But if I play with people better than me, my game goes up. Don't you think it's the same thing in education? You're around people that will pull you to a higher level?
I think it's very appropriate in education to say that. You could actually take a group of students and put them in a group environment, and if you put the nervous Nellies in there, the rest of the group gets nervous. You put the naysayers in there, the rest of the group gets that way. And so you have to be careful with those types of things. In professional sports, sometimes you'll hear about they're bringing this guy in to push this guy, or something like that, to encourage that one, that particular athlete to step his or her game up. And so, yeah, if your quality surroundings will elevate your quality in whatever it is that you do. If you find yourself hanging around honest people, you're going to be a person of honesty and integrity. Yeah. If not,
that's right. You're not.
You're not.
Yeah,
so.
No, you're absolutely right. Okay, April, you're going to Atlanta to compete against all the technical colleges in the state of Georgia, right?
Actually, what it is okay, so each college has a Rick Perkins winner. All right, and then our state is divided out into regions. So a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, I believe, I went up to Warner Robins and competed against other regional, other instructors in our region. Okay, now they've already decided who that winner is. Same for Antonio with the goal. They've already discovered. They don't tell us.
Yeah.
So then when we get to Atlanta, those regional winners are revealed, and then the region winners, it's the battle royale, it's the big event, and then that's when the overall winner, the one and only, is decided then.
Now, have you ever competed at this level?
I have this is the second time I've won the Rick Perkins Award. The first one, I think, was in 2006, I believe. And I did not win region then, but I feel pretty good about our chances this time.
Okay. And last thing, we live in a community. We have a Veterans Administration hospital here that serves 52 counties, and I'm gonna tell you, Mark, I go in there a lot, and I'm telling you, I stand in awe of the heroes that I talk to and meet. I could write a book on the people that I've talked to and their stories. But you served in the Navy up until 2001, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to end on that because, first of all, I appreciate your service to our country. And a lot of people that are watching, and I hear this a lot from younger people, you don't realize how or why we enjoy the very freedoms that we do. There's parts of the world right now, Mark, as you know, that could not ever sit here like this and talk in an open forum like we're talking on TV right now. And nobody's holding a gun to us, telling us we got to do X, Y, Z. We're able to pretty well talk about what we want. Back to what we said earlier, they are consequences to our actions and our speech. But people like you and Antonio, when I did a previous show, you know, he served in the military. And I believe that's why he has excelled like he has, because when you're trained by the finest military in the world, I believe you have a leg up. What say you?
I would have to 100% agree. He was Army, I was Navy, so go Navy, beat Army. Just always got to put that out there for my friends that walk around with everything they own on their back. But yeah, the Navy is going to motivate you in ways that you did not know you needed motivating in. And of course, you know, but the thing about it is the beauty of it all is that you are there with a cross section of American society. You know, a suburban kid, an inner city kid, a rural kid, tall kid, short kid, skinny kid, fat kid, just all walks of life, all kind of different backgrounds, and you come together for a common goal, for a common purpose, and you make it work. And what it does is it takes away the self and replaces it with the whole. So,
and you make me think, Mark and I talked before we started this interview, we were talking about the Bible and the Word of God, and you know, that's one of the hardest things to do as a Christian is to deny yourself. And I hear you saying that the Navy makes you deny it too.
They help you with that.
They hold you accountable.
They do. They do hold you accountable. And you know, and that's the thing. We live in a society, we live in a country where we can say that I'll profess God before man because He'll profess me before the Father that's in heaven. You know, that where we can do that and not have to worry about being rounded up and put in camps or something, or even shot on sight in certain places. We're lucky about that. But the thing about our country is I think Ronald Reagan said one time that our democracy, our country, our republic is only one generation away from failing. And this is so, if it was true then, it's still true today. So, you know, as a veteran, I'm proud to have served my country. And when people say, thank you for your service, what I would say is, let's keep it a country worth serving.
Amen. Amen. I've never heard it put that way, but you're absolutely right. And Ronald Reagan was a great president. And we all, everybody watching us today, we can all make our country better. We can all make our community better by loving each other and working together. And we don't always agree with each other, but I had a pastor growing up, Mark. He always told us, it's okay to disagree, just don't be disagreeable. Don't argue about it. And I've never forgot that, and he's absolutely right. You and I, we get off camera. Now, we've talked about something we all agree on here, but you and I talk an hour, there's something we disagree on. We still love each other. It don't matter in the big scheme of things. But well, I appreciate your service. I appreciate what you do for the students here at Oconee Fall Line. And I am so proud that we have a school right here in Dublin and Sandersville that serves so many counties, but have educated so many students that are doing so many things, like you said earlier. But that's got to make you feel good to be a part of such a system.
I'm very proud to be part of the technical and adult education system. I'm very proud, definitely, of Oconee Fall Line Technical College. We've come a long way from where it was when I started. You know, we've come a long way, and look, and we're changing every day still. Still changing every day, but it's a great place. It's a great place to learn. If you're out there in our community and you're, you know, if you're stuck someplace, you feel like you're stuck, things aren't going your way, you know, and you want that opportunity, come out here, come see us at the school. We have resources that we can help you with. We can, possibly help you find what you do want to do as well. It's a quality education. Don't sell it short. It's a linchpin for economic success in our community.
Yeah, absolutely. We're getting better all the time. We're growing, and we want you to be a part of that. Thank you, Mark, and thank you so much for joining us today right here on TV 35.
Hey, I'm Glenn Register with Hometown Supply. Hometown Supply, located in downtown Dublin, is here for all of your home and hardware needs. We work with customers. I know sometimes times get tough. We work with you through those. Local delivery is available for merchandise sold. Anything that a customer needs, we take care of. Just remember, if you can't do business at Hometown Supply, you just can't do business.
Whether you're looking for your first home or your dream home, you can always depend on XL Realty Group and Keller Williams Realty Middle Georgia. Our agents are committed to providing you with the highest quality client and customer service. Call one of our agents today. Tiffany Green, Sophia Jordan, JoBeth Bailey Rozier, Phil Dudley Jr., Jarvis Green, Tara Williams, Phyllis Rogers, or Diane Robertson. When making this type of investment that buying a home requires, you need to call the experts at XL Realty Group and Keller Williams Realty Middle Georgia. Each office is independently owned and operated.
My name is Jeremy Blackstock. I'm the head of school at Trinity Christian. We would invite you to come to our campus so we can show you around and discuss ways that we can partner with your family in Christian education. Our goal here is to teach the truth and to have students leave here prepared to serve others and serve God in their communities.